Hey guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions. Now, I used to be a licensed futures and options trader, and I do my research for me, and I share with my community. Now, I don't always tell you what you want to hear. When I uncover uncomfortable truths like this video, I share with my community. That being said, most people don't want to hear videos like this. This is not how you grow a channel, but it is how you help make people successful. The reason I founded this channel was to get people in the 10% club. 90% of people that invest in crypto lose money, and I want to change that. And it's information that I'm going to share in this video that you have to understand. And if you don't, guys, good luck. You're probably guaranteeing yourself to be in the 90%. All right, I know that sounds negative, but I can't be more bullish for the rest of this bull run. But I'm going to share a lot of alpha with you that's not only about meme coins, but about a lot of things that you might not understand what's happening, and it affects everything about how you build your portfolio or whether you take profits or whatever. So hit the like button. Let's dive into it. Now, right now, it looks pretty good. I'm not sure the bottom's in, but things are starting to bounce. First time in a handful of days. Now, I just watched a video about from CoffeeZilla, and this is his channel on YouTube, and I'll leave a link down below. It's about the LIBRA meme coin scam rug pull from the president of Argentina. And guys, he had no idea. And there's so much information from the true insiders that have been just milking us, and you probably had no idea. I have a Wall Street background, guys. I understand how market makers push us around, manipulate the markets. I'm okay with that. I understand how huge influencers that have their wallets tracked, you know, buy a large amount of tokens, make a video, and dump on their communities. I understand how the whales push money around. I understand how the VCs or the large corporations like Ripple, dump on their community. I get all that, but this really caught me off guard, and it changes how I think about fair launch coins. And this is just factual information from an insider. Now, you're probably not going to want to watch this hour-long video because it's painful. It's actually hard to hear, but I feel I owe it to my community to share this uncomfortable truth. So hit the like button and let's dive into it. Now, before we do, guys, my goal of this channel is to get you in that 10% club of people that make money. 90% of people lose money, and I'm looking to change that. I'm excited to be launching my inner circle, and we'll be talking about that at the end of this video if you have an interest. All right, let's talk about meme coins and what just happened. In the past, there's been a ton of money made in meme coins, and they led this bull run for a long, long time. And if you look on the yearly, look at these numbers. Some of the projects are still up big. Turbo up 800%, PEPE 600, Brett still almost 4,000x. And if you go back past a year ago into the height of the bull run, when it was getting crazy for meme coins, the numbers were a lot bigger. Bonk was at like 6,800x and crazy numbers, right? And then if you go back for the month, everything started to turn red. Go back for the week, pretty much the same thing. A few things bounced. Go back for the day, they're starting to bounce again. And today, as it sits right now, they're doing okay. But every token that's on here has made it through what we're going to talk about. Now, here's what just happened with Libra. And it happened with Trump, and it happened with Melania. Now, when a large individual, probably even like the hot Kua girl, it wasn't her. She didn't rug pull. She didn't scam. she got rug pulled and scammed. Now, I don't know if she made money off of it. She probably did, but it's the people behind these launches that have been just raping and pillaging crypto. And now with AI bots, man, they can Skype a project like you can't even imagine. And when you think you're getting a fair launch token, you might not be. And this guy explains that in this video right here. And what he talks about, he's talking to the guy, the lead guy that set up the token for the president of Argentina. Now, basically, what he explained was they thought that was going to be massive, like Trump's launch or Melania's launch. Well, no matter what, people are going to get that contract, right? You got to go to someone. That guy had it. That guy's friends got it, right? People that help build out the project, they know it. Their friends and family, whoever. And then there's other big whales that know how to snipe, and they pay to get that information. So no matter what, they got that information. So what happens, this project was going to be a fair launch. Just get all the tokens out there and let people from Argentina and from around the world participate. That's what I think Trump did, not for the full supply. He held back a lot, but he didn't rug pull. And I don't want to get off on that. Same with Melania. But what happens, guys, let's just say the project's going to launch at 1 o'clock today, right? Well, when they launch, there's big whales, I mean, with huge amounts of money, sitting there who have already set up their bots programmed to buy like 1 second from the launch. And normally, no matter how good someone is and how fast someone is and how prepared for the average person, it's going to take you a little while to figure out what contract it is. Well, one of the ways that all this came about was when this thing launched, those bots came in and just bought millions and millions and millions of dollars worth. And when, something launches at such a low price, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Well, what they thought was going to happen was that they could dump hundreds of millions of dollars into that project because it was going to go 2, 3, 4, $5 billion like Trump and Melania. Well, when they sniped it, they didn't even wait. They didn't let it pump at all. And it was pumping hard. They just bought it. An hour later, they're dumping. And what happened was the guy that the president paid to set all this up, they sniped it. And they ended up with $100 million sitting in their wallet. We all know where it is. There's $100 million. We don't know where the rest went. Those were other snipers. Now, what he said was the reason he sniped it was because they knew other snipers were going to be in there, right? And so they wanted to take some of the supply so that they couldn't dump it all. Well, I don't know if that's a true statement or not because he's got $100 million in his account from sniping, and he should have never been in there. If that would have been stocks or anything else that was regulated, he'd be in prison. But now, literally, his life may be in danger. Now, I don't really want to dive into all that craziness, but here's what it shows you. And he explains this if you want to watch it. That's been going on to all these new launches. And they have so much money and they're such insiders. He said there's like 100 of the best snipers, hackers in the world all doing this against us. He talked about the devs in Jupiter and Solana. He said they all know about this stuff, right? And don't shoot the messenger. I'm not trying to spread FUD on Solana. I own it. Or Jupiter, I own it, right? So, but I feel obligated to tell you what's happening and what has been happening. And if you don't understand it, you may run out and buy a brand new project or a brand new, meme and not calculate this in. Now, there's good news and bad news from this. Regulation's definitely going to come, and it shows you to be aware of what's happening and maybe to stay away from new launch meme coins. Because as it sits, guys, if you understand what I'm talking about, you have zero chance. Now, before we take a look at some charts on some meme coins and talk more about the meme coins, I just want to share something else that has been happening. I used to work on Wall Street. I may even said this, but the market makers push money around, right? You got whales who put in millions and millions and millions of dollars into these projects to pump it, and it starts to pump. They let it ride and ride and ride, and then they go short on leverage and they dump their huge supply. So they made money going up. They know the market's going to crash because they're so big, it goes down. You have whales pushing money around all the time. One of the worst things in crypto that I hope you're aware of, and you need to hear me out, don't leave yet. This is important. You got some of the big people with, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers in crypto, and people track their wallets. Well, those people that track their wallets, they have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? So there's a whole group of insiders on different levels that are waiting to take retail's money. So what happens? You get a large whale that has a lot of followers, and he can pick any token that has low market cap, 10, 20, 50 million dollars. Let's say he puts in 100,000 or $1 million of his own. Okay, right when he does that, the whole world is tracking it. They're like, well, number one just bought whatever token. So it starts to immediately pump. So all those people start to buy, then all the influencers start to jump on board. Then they start making videos, and the project is absolute ripping. Well, the one that first kicked this off, he didn't tell y'all to track his wallet. He didn't tell y'all to buy. Well, he starts dumping and dumping and dumping. And that's why so many people get wrecked following these big influencers. So think about it, guys. They picked out any project, tell a sexy story, and they're guaranteed 3, 4, 5, if not a 50x. And then they just do it again next week and next week and next week. So, guys, that's why these markets are so volatile. There's so many people and so many ways to take your money. And we're all outsiders looking in. And if you know that, you have a chance. And that leads me to my point that I've been harping ever since I've been on crypto. If you don't take profits, you're going to become the prophets. I don't know why everyone keeps thinking that crypto are just like stocks, or that you can just hold, put in 10,000, write it down to 1,000, and just wait till altcoin season. And all your bags are going to get pumped by retail. Guys, that was true in 2017, somewhat true in 2021. But guys, the world has changed. I'm still extremely bullish. I believe altcoin season is going to get here. I believe all this FUD and craziness is going to dissipate, and money's going to rotate into these tokens again, and everything's going to go back to normal, and then the FOMO is going to happen. Think about it, guys. 3 weeks ago, everyone was almost all the way in. And now they're all saying, oh, it's dead. Crypto's over. We missed the bull run. There was no bull run. There's not going to be any altcoin season. Well, guys, you buy low in times like this and you sell high, or at least sell higher, or at least take profits higher. Because just like everyone's in pain right now, mark my words, I've said this 100 times, this pain's coming again, and probably again before the bull runs over. But between all that pain are pumps. That's when you can take advantage. And if you understand the game, guys, like I said, I can't be more bullish. Now, here's something that proves my point. When you're not in altcoin season, pretty much anything that pumps is probably going to come back, right? Look at the Dino tokens when they pumped. I did a video and I went short on HBAR and XRP and XLM and Algorand, they all came back at least 50%. Now, even if you were still bullish, right? Like the XRP Army, XRP has dropped 50% twice since then. It's doing well holding that pump. But guys, why ride, say 10,000 up to 50,000, ride that 50 back to say 17 and then back to 35 and hope it makes a new high from there? That doesn't make sense. You could have pulled out your initial investment. Then you're guaranteed to be in that 10% club. Here's a perfect example. I had a client who has always struggled taking profits. And if you're watching this, I'm proud of you. And he sent me a text and he said, Ray, I just caught an 8X in TOSHI. And I said, well, did you catch it? Or did you, or you just showing that profit? He goes, no, I took it. And look what happened, guys. It's guaranteed because people are going to take profits. And to this day, I don't know why TOSHI pumped out of nowhere 3 weeks ago. We weren't in altcoin season. And when it pumped, literally nothing, it was a red day. And it just started pumping and pumping, had a blow off top, right? That's how you play the game, guys. Now, let's talk about Trump and projects like this. It's not necessarily about Trump for the most part, but, if I was going to buy a meme coin, which I will, and I do own Trump, and I might buy more, it would be a bigger project that I don't think can be a rug pull. And there's a handful of them out there. Trump did not dump. He has not made a lot of money off this project. You can't convince me of that. But maybe I'm wrong. But I believe that Trump is a winner. And look at this. When he launched that, and to be honest, I even got a text, a heads up, and I went to bed anyway because I didn't believe a president would be launching a meme coin. And I bought it the next morning. But anyway, when Donald Trump sent this, he said, my new official Trump meme is here. It's time to celebrate everything we stand for, winning. Join my very special Trump community. Get your Trump now. Guys, I believe he has the power to move this token. And right now, I know everything is down, everything's bad, but knowing Trump and watching how he moves, I've met him over the years like 4 different times. I met him when I was like 20, when he was a big real estate guy. And his goal will be to at least be $1 bigger than, say, Doge ever was. Can he do that? Will he do that? I don't know. It's part of my risk on portfolio, which is all risk on. It's crypto. But anyway, guys, projects like PEPE and Meme or WIF, like, let's go back. The bigger tokens, see, they can't Skype those. The insiders can't dump on us right now, right? Yes, there is a risk from, say, Trump getting dumped on because they still have so much supply. But I find it hard to believe that he's going to tarnish his reputation by dumping on his community. I believe he has plans to use those tokens, whether it be for marketing or whatever, or a real world utility, to figure out how to pump that project. And I believe the big money's still going to roll into certain meme coins. But remember, guys, if you are thinking about buying a new meme coin, you got to be out of your mind. And I say that with love. Now, that being said, guys, if you have an interest, we'd love you to be in our community, our inner circle. Again, my goal is to get you in that 10% that make money. I do coaching. I have a list of options if you need some help with your portfolio. Click the links below. But guys, the private inner circle is half price. We got it's going to end Friday night at midnight. I want you to be part of the community. If you need some coaching, you need some help with your portfolio, just go to the website and look around, and hopefully we have something that meets your needs. I'm here to help. That being said, whether you take me up on it or not, guys, do yourself a favor. Get a game plan. Understand the rules. And understand what matters in cryptos, how to compare these things, and how to take profits. Whether you're just going to take a handful along the way, or you're going to wait till the end and try to catch the top. That's up to you. But have a game plan so that you won't be dumping on these red days and you can just stay the course. Guys, when you put on a position, only three things can happen, right? It goes up, down, or sideways. You should already know what happens, right? Like I'm stacking Superverse right now. I hope it keeps going down and down. I'm dollar cost averaging in. I'm 100% convinced that gaming is going to have the big money roll into it. It's going to have its altcoin season blow off top. I really believe that. So I'm betting on it. If I'm wrong, okay. It's a big boys game. That's the risk. But I'm convinced and I have high conviction in that particular gaming token. And you want to get one in every hot sector, whether it's AI agents, gaming, RWA. I can't imagine that like Ondo and Mantra and Clearpool and a lot of those really great tokenized asset projects are not going to have their day. I believe not only are they going to do well in this bull run, they will have another rotation in the next bull run. I would not hodl those, but guys, I can't be more bullish, even though there's things like this that are negative. You have to be aware. And guys, anytime you see a big pump and you don't think you should take profits, I want you to do yourself a favor. Add some zeros. Hear me out. Let's go back to TOSHI. Imagine being in TOSHI and you had $1,000. Now you got $8,000. You're like, well, that's not that much. Well, imagine if you had $1 million. Now you got 8 million. You're going to stand around and think about it. See, that's how you know these projects are always going to come back. Guys, stop thinking about your money. Think about how the big money thinks. And if you put in, $1 million, 10 million, 100 million, you're going to start dumping, period. And that guarantees, guys, nothing is just going to go up, stair stepping and stair stepping. There's one mantra. That's the only one that's done it. It's the only chart out there that even better than Bitcoin's chart. But there's 4 million tokens. When they rip, they come all the way back. And then we have all these bad negative vibes and everybody gets all down. Well, guys, it's go time. I can't be more bullish, and it's time to start stacking, in my opinion. So hit the like button. Let me know what you think about this video. If you want to watch the one that kicked this off, I'll leave the link. I highly recommend you do it if you can handle the pain. I know it sounds negative, but if you don't understand the game you're in and who the competition is and how the game is played, guys, you'll probably be in that 90%. Anyway, hit the like button, hit the unlike button. Let me know in the comments. And either way, come back and be part of this community. Subscribe. Take care, guys.